Peter Svidler just won a game against John Ludwig Hammer. Interesting game with black pieces, so what happened?
Well, it's something, this line I looked at, I was kind of hoping to play it with the white pieces, and I remembered some bits of what my analysis was, and in general we got a rather typical position, but it's a matter of, tempi and perhaps, half tempi. I remember I had this discussion trying to explain what a half tempo is, but it's a difficult concept, but in general, basically, Black is trying to make only the moves that he needs to make, in particular trying to save on the move h7, h6. But it's the opening theory is maybe not that important. But then Yun left himself a bit too short on time, and also I think after bishop d8 he stopped liking his position, and he spent, I think, half an hour on playing knight f5. And probably missing something, because after I took on f5, he spent another 10 minutes recapturing on f5. Maybe he thought he can play bishop e3 in this position or something. And in general, I think I'm fine after bishop d8, but I shouldn't be doing so well. But after knight f5, bishop f5 takes d5, Black is extremely comfortable, of course. And it was just, in particular with his severe time trouble, it was just very important not to let my attention sleep, and in the end I needed to calculate some variations because he found some counterplay on the king's side, and in particular I was very proud and very happy when I found this bishop h6 knight g4 shot, because it looks like I'm winning immediately by playing e1 queen instead, but then after bishop takes g7 this is a strange position where I'm a full queen up, but I might be even losing, because queen h8 mate is a bit of a strange, strong threat, and it's actually quite difficult to parry. Or at least so it appeared to me, and for a very, very long time I was panicking there, because if I don't have rook c8, e8, it's not clear how I win on the spot, and if I don't win on the spot it becomes a bit tricky. But then I realized that after bishop h6 I have this geometrical idea of playing knight g4, stopping the g-file, closing the g-file, creating a third knight f2 check, and he has no good recaptures, so it seems like I win on the spot. So yeah, always nice to start a tournament with a win. Quite happy about that, obviously.
It's already third round, actually, so it's like, okay, 3 games. So
you can make draws, and then there are 2 decisive results. And of the 2 decisive results, I prefer winning a game to losing a game, is what I'm trying to say here.
Okay, that's true. And so far, I think it's going well for you. What is your feeling about your play and shape?
Well, it's kind of weird, because in the first round, both me and Evgeny, we had a feeling we played a decent enough, interesting game of chess. We came back home, and Evgeny's second, who is here, Grandmaster Ilyushin, he explained to him that first he was winning and then I was much better. I can't always trust how I feel about my play, but so far so good. So far so good.
That's true. And last question about the game, there was a moment when he played a5 and you were spending quite a lot of time thinking about these possibilities. Yes.
Yeah, I can take on a5, he goes queen takes e5, and it feels like I should be winning by force somehow, and maybe I am, I don't know, but also I was trying to figure out what will be more unpleasant for him. If something is winning by force, of course you should play that, but I couldn't find any forced win after bishop a5, queen takes e5. And then the question was where it will be easier for him to find moves, because he was also down to like 5 minutes with 20 moves at that point. So you have to consider which of the 2 positions will be more difficult for him to play. And eventually I settled on bishop a7, just not touching anything. My position looks so nice that you don't really need to make any sharp moves or anything. It just plays itself.
Yeah, so it showed that you were right. Thank you so much for your interview. Thank you.